Singing from the top of our lungs, dancing by the lakeside. Gonna do it while we're young. In a moment it will all be gone.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I want to help as many of you out there save time and money for more fun in life, more time and money for your purpose and passions in this world. So if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please consider it, because I know at least 50% of you that are actually watching now are not subscribed. And if you are, and you like and you comment and things, obviously YouTube think, okay, great, this video is helping someone, we'll show more people. So I would really love it if you would consider subscribing here to the channel so I can share more of this stuff with more people. All right, let's get on to today's video. If you haven't seen it already, this week I've got 3 videos to do with Costco. I have done my big monthly shop, which includes Costco as well as Coles and Woolworths, so definitely check that out on the channel. I also did a Costco kind of shop with me, went through the store, filmed some things to update prices, look at things that maybe I might want to purchase in the future, so I have record of it so I can share that with you guys as well, and just in general just talk about bits and pieces here and there. So definitely have a look at those videos. Today's video though is me talking to you guys about whether Costco is for you or not. Like, is it worth it for you? Is it worth it for me? It is for me, and I'm going to tell you why. And yeah, maybe it'll just give you a little bit more of an insight into what Costco is. Even if you go to Costco, maybe some of this might be helpful for you too, and maybe you didn't know some of these things. So I just want to share this with you because I do get a lot of questions about Costco, and there are a lot of people out there that are very nervous to join up, because actually to join up as a member, you can't go into Costco without being a member, and it is $65. I think that's what the current price is per year to actually go in there. And so people really want to know, is it worth me paying the $65 to then go in there and shop? Like, isn't that just extra money? So you need to weigh up a few things and consider all things. So I thought I would just run through a few little things that make me feel like Costco is worth it for me. Okay, so what is Costco? Costco is basically, what's the best way to describe this? My dad, when we pulled up at Costco and I wanted to show him Costco because I knew he'd love it, just thought it was a big giant Bunnings warehouse that housed supermarket things, that house food. That's kind of what it's like. It's a big gigantic shed. They have a lot of things in bulk. They have things you can't normally get in the normal supermarket as well, and brands and things. And yeah, they just have a great variety. They do have food, drinks, they have toiletries there, they have furniture there, they have Christmas things, Halloween things. Sometimes I have a little bit of Easter, but not a lot, because it is an American sort of brand, like the shop itself, so they don't really have a lot of Easter, I will say that. But Christmas, oh my gosh, so fantastic. And you can actually see the Christmas and Halloween in my recent video. I showed a couple of things they've just already put out. Wow, look at him. He's a bit scary. He's huge. He's absolutely huge. Look at the size of this tree. It is absolutely massive. They have this out every year and it's just crazy. So stay tuned for more of that in the future, because Christmas is great in there, honestly. They do have all year round toys as well. Oh my goodness, look what I just saw. Isabella would die if I got that for her. They have a huge amount in the middle of clothing that's not something you could probably really afford in other shops. So they have brands like Levi's, Tommy Hilfiger, Adidas, Skechers. They'll have Skechers because they've got shoes in there as well. I've seen Calvin Klein in there. I've seen just so many different things. They have big brand shoes here all the time. At the moment they've got Tommy Hilfiger. These are Pumas. Look at that, $45. $39.97 for the Tommy Hilfiger. Oh, Skechers. What are they? $60. They look good. And then all this section is like just tons and tons of clothes. They've got kids clothes like, look at this, Adidas. These are adults, but Adidas jumpers, Tommy Hilfiger jumpers, $55 for Levi jeans. You've got like a lighter wash, bit darker, so many sizes. When it comes to kids, they have a lot of great, like younger kids, they have a lot of great sets of clothes in regards to your usual superheroes, Disney and that is well worth it, because a lot of the time you're buying things that are 3 pieces for a certain price that is cheaper buying it that way than buying actually in even Big W and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So, oh, how cute are these pants? Mickey Mouse. They usually sell them in I'm going to assume that's a set. Yes. Look at this, like a whole 3-piece set. Now, as an example for something like this, which has got a jumper, t-shirt, and actual pants, and they've got girls' versions of as well. Stitch. They're too small for Isabella. She's just grown out of this stuff. But look, $32.99 for 3-piece. I think that's pretty good. And this stuff, honestly, every fortnight when I come in here, if I do come fortnightly, which I have recently, they have new stuff all the time, like different designs coming out, plus seasonal. Like they'll have bathers and stuff in here in summer as well. So they have a great variety of things, definitely. They also have electronics, so they have things like fridges, freezers, wash machines, dryers. Literally things like this, gigantic fridges, gigantic TVs, guys. Like they're huge and they're priced various prices. Lots of things. We've got dryers, washers, lots of tech stuff. Even security cameras, gaming things, so they will have all kind of tech stuff. So they'll have phones, computers, like laptops in there. They have computers, lots of laptops in here. They've got phones as well. All the latest phones. Look at this one. Wow. They have Xboxes, they have PlayStations, they even have a jewelry section. It's a small one, but they do have a jewelry section, and there could be something there $200, or there could be something there $50,000. I know recently when I was there, I filmed like a necklace and it was like $50,000 sitting there. They even have, look at this, jewelry in here, so much jewelry. And so look, they've actual diamonds. How crazy is that? 2,000, 3,000. They used to sell gold bars in here too. I don't know if they've got them anymore. Look at these rings. Wow, they're beautiful. And I have actually seen gold bars in there before as well, like a small one about this big. It was about $40,000, $50,000. So they have such a huge amount of things. The homewares and all that kind of stuff, they do change over regularly as well and have different brands in, different options and stuff. They have cleaning stuff if you want laundry liquids and sprays and dishwashing. And if you have a favorite brand in cleaning stuff as well, things like Finish, obviously they stock that stuff. The prices are high because it's in big bulk, but if that's the brands that you like, they have tons of this kind of stuff. Like this is all the laundry, dishwashing. Look at this, dishwashing liquid. There's 4 of those. They're the big 900ml for $18.99. They do have in here also, here's lots of spray bottles. So everything's in bulk, obviously, but it's worth it. Like that might last you a couple of years. $11.99, that's cheap, you know. They do have, I'm trying to find, oh, it's the next aisle I'll show you, but they do have things like laundry liquids and stuff as well. Here we go, look at this, Vanish 2-pack, $27.99, so less than $15, obviously a thing. You've got these, oh yeah, all your capsules. There's Omo for 50 of them in there. Here's 100, because this is a 2-pack. So 100 of those for $54.99. What other brands? They got Tide, the Tide Pods, obviously that's an American thing. I've never tried them, but there's 104 in there for $54.99, so that's not bad. Lots of, oh, they do have, is this the powder? I think it is. This is the powder. 15 kilos for $41.99. So that was fab. And they've also got Omo, and they've got Surf, the Surf buckets. I can't see how big this is. 9 kilos. Oh, that smells nice. 9 kilos, $35. 150 washes if you do it correctly. Toilet stuff as well. Like they have paper cups, they have toilet paper, they have, I don't know, just everything you can imagine, they have it. They even have a section in there that is for hearing, like testing your hearing aids, all that kind of stuff. They have that in there as well. They even have something to do with your eyesight, so you can get tested for glasses and stuff like that as well, and you can purchase them in there as well, I think. And then at the end, after you go through the actual register, oh, they have tires as well. I have to mention this. You can go into Costco and get your tires changed while you're there. They even sell coffins. Oh my God, they sell coffins. I have to say this. The first thing I ever saw that shocked me was that I was walking out of Costco and they're advertising coffins as you're walking out. You can buy a coffin for yourself, guys. They have those. But yeah, tires, you can go do shopping and get your tires changed over there. They have petrol. They actually have a petrol site or not on every store, but on a lot of the stores they'll have it on the side and you can just go through there. It's all prepaid, so you have to scan your Costco card and then you prepay, say $50, and you put $50 in. So they have all of that as well. And then right at the end, after you go through the registers, there is a food court. It's not a huge food court. It doesn't have a huge amount of variety, but people love it because it's a bargain. Like, it's an absolute bargain. You can buy these gigantic size of my head slices of pizza for $2.99, or you can buy the whole pizza for like, I don't know, I think it's like $15, $16, and very American the way they are. They taste great though. It's the way they cook them definitely in there that tastes delicious. Or my favorite thing to get is the hot dog and drink at the end of the shopping trip. You know, that's my little reward. Got my hot dog and my drink. You get both of those for $1.99. It's the cheapest date you'll ever have with your spouse. Johnny and I, that's our lunch date when we come down here. And that's $2. You have a large refillable cup. It's all Coke products in there right now. You go and fill that up. I have my hot dog. You can go put sauce on it, onion, mustard, whatever, pickles I think as well. Like, it's just fantastic and it's a really great reward. It's a whole heap of just little things like that, but it's just one of those things that people really love to go to Costco and get at the end of their shop. So yeah, it's a very much a Bunnings on steroids. That's what it is, but for food mostly, obviously. So it's great. I think there's two main reasons why people like going to Costco. The first reason, me included here, the first reason is that I can buy things in bulk, and I can buy it once in 1 week and not have to go back the next week, the next week, and the next week like I do at the regular supermarkets, continually buying things. Do you know what I mean? I can buy it once at Costco, I've got it, I can store it, especially if it's on a great price, and I don't have to think about it for another month if I really want to, you know. So I like doing that. And it's not just snacks. Snacks is a big one, obviously. Things like, you can also do noodles and meal things and stuff, and I'll show you all this in a second. But it's not just that kind of stuff. It's stuff like the toilet paper there. The toilet paper is hugely popular because you get this massive, like, I think it's like 48 rolls, but the rolls are bigger than normal. They seem to last a lot longer, and they're a pretty reasonable price. If you don't know, this paper is so good. It's great to use. There is 48 rolls in here. It lasts a really long time, I think because they're so big. So there's 270 sheets per roll, but this is the size of the roll. So I feel like the squares in that are actually bigger. It just seems to last longer than the normal regular toilet paper in the supermarket. I will tell you that this, I do know, is around $32.99, I think, so about $33. But for us, it's worth it. Lasts well. It's a good price. You know, stuff like that. Meat is another thing. Meat is huge, and I'll talk about that again very soon. But meat, you're going in, you can buy things in bulk, and you could buy for the whole year and not have to worry about it again, you know what I mean, if you really wanted to. It's just great with buying in bulk. The price is the second thing that people go there for, obviously. So it's the convenience of the bulk stuff, definitely, and then it's the pricing as well that goes with that most of the time. You have to know your supermarket prices. Sometimes it might be cheaper to go and buy shapes at a certain price if you can get them on a deal in the regular supermarkets, but you don't know when those things are going to go on sale. Are you just going to wait 3 weeks until it happens? Maybe. But if you don't want to, you can go to Costco and you know what the price is. You know that it's a great deal compared to the normal price of these things, and you can get a bargain. Do you know what I mean? That $65 that I pay per year for this, I definitely make my money back. Definitely. With the amount of things that I buy and what I buy, then it works for me. Now, it doesn't work for everyone. It really comes down to, I guess, what you normally eat or what you normally purchase, especially when it comes to brands in other things like toiletries or what do you call it, like cleaning stuff like laundry liquids and, you know, stuff like that. It does depend on what you actually purchase that way normally and whether you would like those things, but it's definitely worth having a look at the pricing and comparing them. I'm pretty sure that you can still go to Costco and you go at the front section there and you can talk to them about getting a pass in. You can't buy anything, but you can get a pass in, or maybe you have to buy a membership, but then they'll refund you the membership on the way out if you don't want it anymore. But it's worth going in and having a bit of a look, or looking at videos like I do here on the channel and just doing little Costco walkthroughs and seeing the prices of things, because you just have to weigh up whether it's worth it for you. But really those are the two main reasons why people go: the convenience of bulk buying and also obviously the pricing. Another positive for me personally is the variety of stuff. I find that I get so bored, honestly, with the same stuff over and over from Coles, Woolworths and Aldi. It's nice to go somewhere else and have something different. I guess it's why people might shop at like an IGA or NQR, that type of thing. They might find something a bit different. I find Costco has a lot of different things. Look, 42 packets, there's 3 different flavors, things you wouldn't normally get. Jelly straws, I've never seen these in here before either. Oh, these are new, look at these. Light and tangy plain, Cheezels, CC's, so not Doritos but CC's, and then a honey soy chicken. $18.99 for, what is it, 60 packets. That's so good. For flavors that, you know, are like this is amazing. I'm actually going to get this today. So I like the variety of things that I can get there. I can go through into different sections and just, yeah, try new things if I want. They have brands that we don't have here normally here in Australia, because it might be like the Kirkland brand, which is very much Costco's own, what is it, like home brand type thing, like it's their branding from America. So you get a lot of different things in that way. Obviously they have a lot of things that are from America over in there as well. And even if you're going through, I found going through, like the other day I went through the spice aisle, for example, and a lot of those spices and the brands and stuff, you can't get that. That would be more of, I think, from your Asian areas and stuff like that. They have a huge amount of different rices and noodles and all those types of things that the Asian buyers, like people that like Asian food, people that are from those countries, definitely would love going in there, because they can get such a huge variety, probably familiar brands too for themselves here in Australia still, which you can't get that stuff obviously in Coles and Woolworths. A lot of it, you know, you get a little bit here and there, but I just feel like they're very well known brands to where they're from, and they would really like that. They've got lots of these in bulk powders here for cooking. So 1.3 kilos of chili powder, it's $15.99. Then you've got the turmeric, same size there, but that's only $9.99. Coriander powder, that one, $7.49. And then cumin powder, it's $18.99. Oh, and some seeds. So we've got the cumin seeds for $17.99, and then for $8.49 it's the mustard seeds. So I like the variety that it gives you in all the sections for sure. I'm going to say quality is another thing that is great, especially when it comes to the meat. People often look at the price of the meat in Costco and freak out, and I know I definitely did the first time I went there, because everything's in bulk. So you might buy a pack of like 6 to 8 steaks, and you can imagine how much that is. Could be like $100, but I am telling you, the taste of the meat is so much better. The only thing I find is kind of the same as the normal supermarket, I would say, is the chicken. But I think a lot of the chicken's it's not done there, it's not packed there. I think the chicken is mostly like Steggles and those brands, which is fine, and you do buy it in bulk, but in comparison to the pricing in the normal supermarket, I think it's fairly comparable, definitely. But when it comes to beef, pork, what else? Oh no, your seafood stuff and that kind of stuff, they do a lot of that there. So they actually have their own, what is it, like a butcher's, I guess you could say. Like you can see it, near the meat section, you look through these giant windows. They do all their meat on site here, so it's all freshly done. And you can see them in there preparing the meat and stuff. Because they're doing that there with the meat, I will have to say this to you so you're aware of it, is if you have to look at the use by date, the best before date actually on the meat when you buy it, because it's usually only got 1 or 2 days. So you need to get home, you need to break it up, you need to cook it, or you need to put it in the freezer. So that is great though, because I feel like that's what keeps the taste of the quality of that meat, because it is so fresh when they do it. The mince is a prime example. You guys know this is the best quality mince meat you'll get. This, for example, $10.99, so about 42, but we break that up and it's so good. $10.99 a kilo. We love this mince. They've even got a pork mince here. Look at this, $7.99 per kilo. So $31.35 for around 4 kilos. You just break it up. mince is like, my kids can actually taste the difference between if I make spaghetti bolognese with regular mince, even from Coles, because we like the Coles one or the Aldi one. If we make it from there or I make it from Costco, oh my gosh, they love it. If I swap back to the other supermarket because I've ran out of the Costco mince, they're like, this tastes different. Is this Costco mince? Like, they don't like it, you know what I mean? So it's nice to have meat and just have that high quality taste with it, and Costco does that for me, definitely. We've also bought like your thinner steaks from there. The lamb loins, are they called? Lamb loin chops. Oh my gosh, they were the best things ever. I'm not kidding you. Like, the meat cooks really well. Johnny cooked it on the barbecue and we had friends over and they had them and everyone loved them. Like, the taste was so good, honestly. Diced beef was another thing that I purchased. It was very expensive because it was such a huge lot. Like, I'm talking you're buying 1 to 2 kilos, you know what I mean? Probably 2 kilos as a comparison. And I could be paying $40 or something for it. But I brought that home and made casseroles with it, and what a difference. It wasn't chewy. It went so good in a slow cooker. Like, the quality of the meat is just different, and if you find something you like, obviously you can regularly go back because they quite often have the same things all the time. So it's very good. $54.94 for a 7, nearly 8 kilo roast. $6.99 a kilo, guys. This is like, along with already the quality, is the size of this stuff. If you have like big things coming up like Christmas and that, these are so good. Another section they actually have there that they do things with is the bakery as well. Some of the bakery items they don't do there, like they have Tip Top bread, they have, I think it's Abbott's is the other bread that they'll have. They have them in a different section, and buying those in Costco is just cheaper than buying them in the regular supermarket because you buy them in like 2 packs basically. They have the pita bread that I like to make my pizzas on and stuff, or souvlaki bread I think they call it. It's the, is it MLB? Is that the brand maybe? But for example, you can get 2 packs of those. They're kind of joined together, but you can get 2 packs of those for the price of 1 pack in the regular supermarket. So they do have brands from the regular supermarket that you can buy a few things like that, but otherwise they have this bakery and they do a lot of fresh stuff there daily. They have a lot of, like, they have sourdough breads, they have Turkish breads, they have little sort of sweet dinner rolls, brioche buns, they have those. Bagels are so good there. I love them. They're much bigger than the normal supermarket, and you get more in a pack as well. So it kind of like buying 1 pack, you buy them in 2 packs. You buy 2 for like $12.99. That sounds expensive per pack, okay? You got, I think, 6 in a thing, but 1 pack is probably worth 2 or 3 of a normal one, you know what I mean? So it's great, and Isabella loves the bagels from there. All this is made here. These bagels, oh my gosh, are the best bagels you'll ever have, and they're much bigger than your normal lot that you get in the supermarket. So there's 6 in here, but they're bigger, and you're getting 2 packets for $12.99. So you can mix and match. You can choose the blueberry with just the plain, or just, you can have seeds if you want it and just have some seeds and some non-seeds if people don't like, you know, seeds for example. But there's so much here that you can get, and so fresh, so good. Like, the price is so good for things like this. The brioche buns, I know Rhiannon gets these, $9.99, and there is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so 12 in that pack for that price. Oh my gosh, how can I go past this today? Look at this, cheesy mites, $14.99. I've never seen these in here. There's 8 in there. That's less than $2 a scroll. That's amazing. They also actually do more of your sweet options as well. So they do actually croissants there. They have these gigantic muffins, which are great, which you can just break down. Like, you can cut them into quarters and you just have quarters. Like, you can freeze them and you can have them as like mini muffins almost for each quarter. They're a great deal. They're made fresh on site, so they're really nice. The gigantic muffins, these are another favorite because most people will get these and cut them into quarters, and then they're like smaller muffins. It says $12.99, sorry, it's $12.99 for 2. So you can mix and match like the flavors, and they are so fresh. They're made here, and you can freeze them. This is like a vanilla, like a butter pound. And then your classic chocolate, of course, which we absolutely love. There's choc chips in these, and they are delicious. They do so much here in the bakery, and they're not pre-frozen. Okay, when you go to Coles and Woolworths, all their mini muffins and stuff, if you have a look on, say, on their website for shopping and stuff, on online shopping, it'll say pre-frozen. Even their donuts are pre-frozen now from, well, the ice donuts are pre-frozen at Coles, for example. So, you know, a lot of this stuff is made fresh there, which is really good. You're getting the freshest you can. They have cakes there. They actually do these gigantic, I mean, they're nothing crazy special, but if you're on a budget and you've got to feed a lot of people, they have huge cakes. I'm going to say probably like this big rectangle cakes. They do a variety of decorating on them and things, and you can order them also. Like there's like different designs you can order. You can pre-order it, so you can pick it up on, I need to order it for Saturday, so they'll make it fresh and that if you want something in particular. Like all these cakes, you can see them sometimes decorating them. These are massive, $35. That is huge. I don't know if it says how many kilos. It's nearly 3 kilos for these, but you can come along and you can just buy stuff off obviously the shelf. Like there's a happy birthday one. Look at this, so pretty. One for the kids. So many different options, but you can actually, look at this, pre-order any design as well. So there's a few dinosaurs, soccer, princess. You just come along here and obviously fill out a form. Just ask at the bakery about it, but how good is that? They have stuff like that. They have gigantic, especially around Christmas, you know, things, and Easter maybe as well. Anytime there's going to be like a family gathering of some sort, they tend to have more of like the gigantic cheesecakes. They have gigantic Black Forest cakes, which I'm dying to have. It's like twice the size of the normal supermarket one, but around the same price. Like it's like, it's like $30 or something. And the size of some of these cakes, like $29.99 for, this is probably twice the size of the Black Forest cake. I'm dying to buy this one, guys. I really want this. I'm going to get it for my birthday or something, I think. So $29.99 for pretty much double the size of the ones in the supermarket. They're about $25. So you've got, look at this, a tuxedo cake as well, a baked cheesecake that's around $30, and then a blue crumble cheesecake. Oh my gosh, I am so hungry. That looks delicious. You know, they have all that kind of stuff that they do there on site as well. So I love that they have the bakery there. Again, you can sort of see them running around doing things and making stuff and that, and it's just great. You know, it's great value for money because they're doing it on site. I think that's how they do it, like as far as giving value for money in that way. But yeah, it's really interesting to sort of see that stuff. I'm just going to throw back to the snacks again and just talk about the value for money there. If you are a family that actually, you know, you have snack items, whether they're good or bad snacks, doesn't really matter, but if you purchase that type of thing and you buy it for school lunch boxes, work lunch boxes, all of that, definitely have a look at Costco for that. They have a huge variety. And they do actually change things over as well, quite regularly, I found. So I might see something one week, like for example, I wanted veggie straws this shop and they weren't there, but the previous week they were there. So they'll probably be there next time I'm there, you know what I mean? They do change over like the variety of things, which is really great. But the price is, especially when it comes to chips, if you're buying that type of thing, the price difference in buying it there compared to Coles and Woolworths is huge, you know what I mean? You really want to look at that. So I like the variety that they have. I like that they have a few different things that we don't normally have, obviously in the regular supermarket too, because it's kind of fun. It's, again, it's that whole just having something different to have. Like, I'm so sick of the same things over and over in the supermarket that it's nice to try some new things. Do you know what I mean? So that's really great as well. You just can't go past the snack aisle. The snack aisle, you're buying stuff in bulk. There's stuff in here that is different to the normal supermarket, which is good too. 42 packets, there's 3 different flavors, things you wouldn't normally get. Oh, well, I suppose you get choc chips, but the others, I think they're great as mini packets. And they're $17.99, so I think that's pretty good for something different, plus just buying in bulk. They have your regular stuff that you normally buy in the supermarket as well, of course, so 42 bars there for $13.48, so that's on a rebate, but normal price would be $16.98, which is cheaper than the normal supermarket. Protein bars, something we like to buy, there's what, 20 in that for $18.99. They've got shapes, Oreos, they've got the mini Oreos here, so mini Oreos, $26.99. Shapes are $14.99 for 42 packets. That's a great deal, as well as the tiny teddies as well, 42 packets for $14.99. The little snacks are fairly new in. I feel like they had these a while ago, and is the thing that they do swap out snacks and, well, everything in here. They swap out things and change things, which is good for variety. That's $39.99 for 72 though. That is a great price, guys. Just a quick price check on these granola bars, which are they're really delicious. They are $22.99 and you get 64 in there, so they're great as a choice for muesli bars. $16.98. You've got brands like Tim Tam as well, you know, stuff like this. Like there's 6 packets in here. That's less than $3 a packet. How much are they in the supermarket at the moment? They're so expensive. It's odd to see them less than that. Another great thing about Costco too is that if your regular supermarkets are, for example, eggs, you know, very hard to get, very expensive when they do have them, Costco have that type of thing as well. They might have limits on what you can buy, like how many you can buy, but they have it, and well, usually they have it, and it's at a much better price. So I'm paying insane prices for eggs. They very rarely have the 12 pack, but even the 12 pack is $5.39. They have these bigger 30 packs here, and you're only paying $13.29 for cage free and $11.99 for caged. Just being able to buy the 30 pack of eggs for like anywhere between $11 and $13 roughly is a game changer, because right now in the supermarkets, like a 12 pack of eggs is like $8-9. Like, it's insane prices unless you can get the really cheap ones in stock. And where I live, I have a lot of supermarkets around me. Most of the time those ones are out now. Whether they get purchased up quickly and I just miss out, I don't know, but it's really nice going to Costco and doing that. They do have limits on how many packets of eggs you can get per household, like per membership is what I'm saying, maybe per day. But you could get them, you know, the next day and go back again. It's nice having that kind of stuff and not overpaying as such. Or when I say overpaying, I don't want to say overpaying, because obviously farmers and all that need to be paid. However, if Costco are able to only charge that, what is it that they're doing differently than what Coles and Woolworths are? They're both huge, really big companies. So is Coles and Woolworths just because you know everyone knows you can't get this stuff, that there was a problem with supply and all that kind of stuff? Are they just taking advantage and just charging more? Are they? Because why is Costco charging this and why are they charging this? You know what I mean? So there are times though we've had, like toilet paper, that's another good example, where we couldn't get it in the supermarket, or it was very expensive. Then they have the options at Costco. Again, they had a limit on them, but because you're buying it in bulk, you've got enough to last you, you know, for quite a while. So stuff like that is really handy when it comes to Costco. Touching on that variety and just having some different options, again, I will talk about things like meal kits and like dinner options there. Right now when you're in the regular supermarket, yes, you can buy salad kits, you can buy sometimes, what are they, the cook options, Easy Cook, is that what it's called? They name differently in Coles and Woolworths, but you can buy stuff like that. I find Costco has a great variety. It might be a bit more expensive because you're buying in bigger bulk, but you're going to feed more people, or you can freeze half of it, you know, when you're making it as well, if you don't need quite that amount of money. I love the variety. I love the easiness of having these meal kits. I think they're great value for money. It's like they make them there, so it's like they're homemade up, and you know, you're just taking it home and putting it together on a plate almost, you know. Sometimes you've got to cook stuff, but it's for the most part, it's just all there put together, and they do try to change it up here and there. I've seen different things in there of recent for sure. You've also got meal kits like this, look at this, sweet and sour pork, and then you've got a honey soy and ginger in the chicken, and they include the meat and the veggies in them. 1.2 kilos for $19.99. I think that's pretty good. It's cheaper than going out and obviously buying you know, noodle box or something like that. And then you've got even something like this. What is this? 6 serves in here for a lamb gyros kit. Lamb gyros and the pita bread. So you just have to add in the salad, I guess, if you wanted that. So $19.99 for that. Chicken enchiladas we've definitely had before. This is a good fresh one made up. They were a bit spicy for us, but $26.74 was so good. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 in there. You could halve one between the kids with salad because it's quite big. Johnny and I could eat no more than 1 each, so that was a good price. And then chicken quesadilla. There's lots in there, $24. This whole kit here, this is prawn tempura taco kit. You've got the sauce, you've got all the salad bits that you need. There's a lot in there. $33.92. And this one, chicken chow mein, look, you've got your noodles, your chicken, your coleslaw there, $23.02. That's a whole meal for more than one person easily. Like, that's amazing. Then you've got salad kits like this. Like, look at that. That's massive. $26.81. It probably costs you that to buy everything and make it, honestly. It's even got the sauces in it. And they've got a Caesar salad as well. Look at this one. $16.47. Chicken salad. This is just over 1 kilo for $22.95, already done. And then a pesto chicken as well, $15.83. Even a simple mac and cheese, $20.51, already done, just put it in the oven. And this chicken alfredo with penne pasta, we've actually had this before. I've actually split this up. This was too much for all of us. The kids didn't really eat a lot of this because they don't eat this stuff, but for Johnny and I think I split this up into 3 lots for us and froze some of it. So it was well worth it, $28.72. Or even just like the meat bases with sauces, they're already done. They're already cooked up and done, and it's a matter of kind of heating up in the pot and things like that. They have a variety of those too, which for the price is great. I find that these meal kits and, you know, these sauce options with the meats already done in them and stuff like that are a great option if you've got a membership and you're close enough to a store, obviously. You can go, okay, well, instead of doing takeaway tonight, I'll just run into Costco and we'll get an enchilada kit already done up, already made up. You know, we'll spend money on that than spending on takeaway. In most cases, you're going to probably save money, and it's obviously better for you, you know, than buying like fish and chips again or something like that. So I like that you can get different options in there, already pre-made, sometimes already cooked as well. You have your cooked roast chickens, you have, I think they're called the buffalo wings, that type of stuff. Ready meal hot, like you don't want to buy takeaway. Look at your options, already cooked. Buffalo hot chicken wings, $21.65, and then they've got a pork knuckle already done as well for you, $29.36. Even a hot chicken, like look at this, $7.99. It's massive, way bigger than the Coles and Woolworths ones, and you can just grab that and go instead of buying takeaway. All that stuff they have already, some of it they have already cooked and heated up. You can run in, grab that, and then go home and just put it on the plate and do whatever you need to with salad or something, you know what I mean? I love that they have that variety of stuff and options that will, you know, stop you from actually just running out and doing the easy option of going through a drive-through. Do you know what I mean? You can run to Costco, you can grab that. Or if you're doing your shopping that day and normally you do takeaway, that's me, definitely. Like I have gone to Costco and obviously got, oh, it'll be just so much easier to get takeaway tonight because by the time I get home and unpack everything and I'm filming stuff as well, I will just get takeaway. You know, again, I quite often like actually just grabbing something from Costco and coming home and being able to just have it already at the house and do it that way. Whether it's the gigantic pizzas that are cooked, I know that's more of a takeaway option, but that's an option too, which is saving me a ton of money because it's like $15, $16 compared to spending nearly $50 at McDonald's or KFC. Do you know what I mean? For dinner. We still have our treats, obviously, but it's nice to have other options and to be able to do that, which is really great. I'll say the last thing I'll talk about is obviously the fresh fruit and veggies. People quite often ask me about this. I don't buy everything from there personally for me because we are a family of 4, so a gigantic, I don't know, 2 kilo lettuce is probably not something I need. However, I will buy the 2 kilo packet of apples, a packet of pears. The price is amazing. The quality is great. Fruit, I went with these snacking apples again because we really liked these. They're small enough to go in the lunch boxes, like they'll fit in there. It's great. And they're just not too big, and they're sweet. They're very much like a Pink Lady apple, like when we've had them. They're really nice, not like a gala, so that's great. That's 2 kilos of that, and then I got, is this 2 kilos? Yeah, 2 kilos of the snacking pears as well, which is great. And it lasts us for a good couple of weeks in the fridge, do you know what I mean? So in some instances with fresh fruit and veggies, don't skip over that part. If you're a regular person that go then go, I don't need that because I can't have the bulk stuff, maybe there are some things in there that are worth buying and paying for that, and you being able to put it away in a fridge or freezer, for example, depending on what it is, you know, definitely check that out. Potatoes was another thing. I remember potatoes being in there. I think they are a, what, 5 kilo bag, and they were like $6 or something, you know what I mean? Like that in the normal supermarket would probably be $9, $10. So there are definitely options as far as your Costco fresh fruit and veggie things, but it's not going to suit everyone, obviously. But a lot of businesses, if you own a business, a restaurant or something, and you have a Costco membership, my gosh, buying stuff like that, like instead of through regular suppliers, might even be cheaper. I see a lot of business people in there because they have these big trolleys that they get things on. You just know it's for business, you know, they're wearing uniforms and stuff, they'll go in and purchase. So there are definitely options for everyone in there. I, you know, like me, don't buy absolutely everything because some of it is no good for me to last, you know, it's not going to last 2 weeks for me. So but there are definitely options in there even for me that I will definitely spend money on the fresh fruit and veggies there. And I do find the quality is great there. I think because they have such a high turnover all the time in there, that I find, like, you know, the apples and pears, for example, are hardly any bruised or anything, you know, there's no rotten ones hidden in these big gigantic packets. So I'm saving money there where I'm not throwing stuff out. Whereas if I buy the smaller punnets from the supermarket, guaranteed I'm throwing out a couple at a time, you know what I mean, because things at the bottom, it's not being rotated properly, or they're just not selling enough. You know, this way I find that, yeah, it's just better quality control, I think, in that way. So I like the option of the fresh fruit and veggies in there as well. So there are all the reasons why I like shopping at Costco, why I find it's worth it for me. Like, I know that it's not worth it for everyone, I know it's not to everyone's taste, but anyone that's thinking about it, definitely check it out. Go up to the counter and see if you can get a member's day pass or something like that and check it out for yourself. I think it's worth actually going in yourself, because you're not going to see everything they have to offer on people's YouTube videos, because generally when we're doing videos, obviously we're filming things we're just interested in, or different little sections, you know what I mean? So you're not getting the overall progress of it. And like I said, things change all the time in there, so they do a constant turnover of different things in different sections as well. So it's nice to go in there and have a look for yourself. Definitely. Alright guys, that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out the Costco playlist link below so you can check out more videos like this. Please subscribe if you're new, because I know 50% of you aren't subscribed right now. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and give a comment if you like Costco or your thoughts on Costco. Definitely, whether it's worth it for you or not worth it for you, definitely give your opinion on why as well, would be helpful for people. But otherwise, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you probably tomorrow. Bye.
The things that we'll do, 'cause I